Hello and welcome to the Uplift Yoga, gentle yoga class for today. Today's practice is focused on mood balancing. We all have various moods like the weather moving through our mind, our body, our emotions all day long. And sometimes those moods are welcome and sometimes they're not. And how can we simply allow them to be with equanimity and not allow them to bother us or get attached to them? So today's practice will hopefully encourage a little balance in your moods. So let's start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Feel like you can close your eyes. Feel the weight of the body resting gently on the earth. Feel the length of the spine, the crown lifting, and the shoulders dropping. And bring your awareness to your breath and just notice the quality of the inhale and the exhale. Notice whether it's deep or shallow, smooth or rough, fast or slow. And just observe the quality of the breath. Noticing your energetic state, how the breath reflects your energy. Notice the mood and emotions. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. What might be affecting your mood? Notice the mental state and where the thoughts have been. Racing ahead, ruminating on the past, or maybe calm, present. Whatever the thoughts, whatever the mental state, just observing without judgment. Then notice the physical body, recognizing any places in your physical body that might need your care and attention. Maybe they're asking for attention through pain or strain or illness or injury, and resolve to take care of your physical body as you move through your practice today. So we're going to start by setting our intention. So as you come back to that smooth wheel of breath, come to a 4 or 5 count inhale and a 4 or 5 count exhale. Feel as though the breath is flowing down from the crown of the head all the way down through your body into the earth, and exhaling from the earth all the way back up the spine and out to the sky. Take a moment to set an intention for your own equanimity, for your own quality of balance in your moods. Maybe bring a word, a phrase, an image to whatever that intention is. Maybe something as simple as I rest at peace no matter what my weather. Just a couple more breaths. And then on your exhale, drop your chin. Feel the weight of the head releasing down. No effort in the muscles of the neck, just releasing the head toward the earth. Let the shoulders drop a little more. Still feeling that even flow of inhale and exhale. Next inhale, gently tilt the head all the way up. And exhale, drop the chin. Keeping the spine nice and tall. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the chin. One more like that. And then we'll come back to neutral head. Inhale here and exhale. Turn the chin to look over that left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn to look right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, and one more on each side. Taking your time, flowing with that even breath. Coming back to neutral. And we'll interlace the fingers and press the palms all the way up while dropping the shoulders down. So hands kind of almost work their way back a little behind the line of the spine. Pressing the palms up, dropping the shoulders down, getting nice and tall through the sides of the rib cage. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Next inhale, we'll reach the hands toward the right, but keep that left sit bone attached to the earth and breathe here. Just coming to your comfortable edge. Next inhale, we'll come back up and then exhale to the left. Same thing. Lengthening on the inhale. Exhale all the air out. A couple more breaths. And then inhale one more time up, get nice and tall. Exhale, arms down. Now interlace hands behind the back and press the hands away. Straighten the arms, lift the heart, drop the chin. Maybe the hands are touching the floor, and just breathing here with the chin dropped. Even inhale and exhale. Now lift the hands up, coming to your comfortable edge here, lifting away from the back. Feeling that opening through the front of the shoulders, the upper chest. One more breath. Exhale, release. You can shake out the arms. And now we'll just come into a even inhale and exhale, settling in with our Ujjayi pranayama. So hearing or feeling that whisper sound in the back of the throat with the inhale and with the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we'll gently come onto our back. And if you like, if you have a prop, such as a bolster or a block or something, you can place it under the back. Let's bring the feet together, soles of the feet touching, and coming down into Supta Baddha Konasana. Either you're on the prop or not, it's okay whether you have one or not. And arms out to your side, palms up. And we're going to come back to that even Ujjayi pranayama. 4 or 5 count inhale, 4 or 5 count exhale out the nose. Hearing that little whisper sound in the back of the throat with every inhale and every exhale. A nice passive pose, but you might be feeling something in the hips or the shoulders. And just allow whatever is to be as long as it's not causing pain. Maybe you feel a little opening there. Maybe you can release the arms and legs a little more, letting go of any muscular effort in the hands, the face, just feeling that breath flowing. Releasing a little more with every exhale. Maybe you're noticing tension that you can let go of in the feet, tension in the pelvis and hips, tension in the knees, maybe in the lower back or the upper chest or the shoulders, the neck. Releasing any physical effort here as you stay with the awareness of the breath. After your next exhale, one more breath. And then slowly bring the knees toward each other, taking your time. Bring knees in and then come up onto elbows and come up to seated. And if you have a prop there, you can move it aside for now. And we're going to make the legs in sort of a spiral shape. So the legs are going to go out to the right, knees bent, and then turning around, coming onto the floor. You can stack your hands and bring your head to the top hand. We're in this twist. Again, releasing any muscular effort. Hearing or feeling that whisper sound with the inhale and exhale, matching the duration and quality of inhale to exhale. Check in and notice if you're holding any tension that you don't need to here. Releasing a little more for these next few breaths. And one more breath. And after that breath, gently lift the head. Come up to the hands. Come all the way up and then switch the legs so that the feet are going off to the left, both knees bent like a pinwheel, twisting to your right and coming down on this side. Maybe stacking the arms the other way this time. And again, coming back to that wheel of breath. Releasing what you don't need to hold on to, releasing any muscular effort here. Allowing the body to rest, supported by the earth. Soften the muscles of the face and the cheeks and the eyes and the neck. A couple more breaths. After your next exhale, gently lift the head, come back up to hands, and come back around to center. And now we'll move into a tabletop position, fingers spread wide, thumbs point toward each other, middle fingers toward the front of your mat, nice and long spine. Cat and cow, inhale, lift the heart, gaze goes up, exhale, round the spine, see the belly. 4 or 5 count inhale, 4 or 5 count exhale. Two more breaths like that. Back to a neutral spine. We'll curl the toes, press back into downward facing dog. You can start out by walking out the feet a little, and then finding your downward facing dog, rooting down through hands and feet, lengthen through the tail. Spread the space between the shoulder blades. Even inhale and exhale. We'll be here for maybe 5 or 6 breaths. Feeling that strength in the legs, strength in the arms. Release any tension in the neck. Couple more breaths. Lengthen the spine a little more on the inhale. One more breath here. And then we'll drop to knees and come into a child's pose. Hips to heels, chest to thighs, arms alongside the body, palms up and forehead down. Release the shoulders toward the earth. Release the hips toward the heels. Smooth wheel of breath. Two more breaths here. And then on an inhale, gently lift up. We'll plant the hands, come back to our down dog. And then look up at the hands and step the right foot up. Plant that left heel. And we're going to come up into a warrior two. So heel to arch alignment, right angle bend in that right knee, arms at your sides. I like to do palms up so it rolls the shoulders back and open. And look over at that right hand. Feel the solid earth beneath the feet. Feel the strength of the legs. Maybe you can come down a little more, bending that right knee. Smooth out the breath. Ujjayi pranayama. Equanimity. Feeling steadiness and calm in the body, even though your muscles are working here. Smooth, even breath. And do about 3 more breaths here. Pressing evenly through both feet. One more breath. And then we'll straighten that right leg. Switch the feet. Right toes in, left toes out. We'll come into warrior two on this side. Again, torso straight up and down. Nice bend in that left knee, looking over left hand. Smooth, even breath. Maybe you can find a little smile in this pose. Happiness in the effort and being able to do this to whatever degree you are able. Three more breaths. And then on an inhale, straighten that left leg. You can release the arms for a breath or two. We'll go back to the other side, turning the right toes out. And this time we're going to move into our extended side angle. So bend that right knee again, coming into your warrior two, and now reach the right arm and then tilt and drop the left hip. Left arm's up, you can gaze up, down, or neutral, and breathing here. Couple more breaths. One more breath. We'll return to warrior two and then straighten that right leg. Switch the feet again and we'll repeat that on the other side. So first moving into our warrior two on this side, reach the left hand and then come into your extended side angle. You can use a block under this left hand if you like. Spiral the chest open, root down through that right foot, even breath. Drop the hip. Even inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Couple more breaths. One more breath here. Back to your warrior two. And then straighten. And then we'll face both feet toward the long end of the mat. Hands at hips. Inhale, lift. Spiral thighs toward each other. Little bend in the knees and forward fold. Coming into our wide-legged fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. One more time like that. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Get a little more bend in the knees. Bring hands back to hips and we'll inhale all the way back up to standing. Point the right toes out again. This time moving into a triangle. So spiral the thighs toward each other. Arms out. Reaching that right hand forward and then tilting. Coming into your version of triangle. If you have a block under this right hand, that will help bring the floor to you. Lengthen through both sides of the rib cage. Spiral the chest open. Again, head wherever feels appropriate for you today, or you can turn it with the breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Just finding your version of triangle for the day. Just a few more breaths here. Okay, one more breath. And then we'll come all the way back up. Switch the feet. Reaching that left arm out. Tilt, spiral chest open. Whatever you did on the other side. Make sure to lengthen through both sides of the rib cage. Hand on a block or just resting gently on or near the leg. Maybe turning the head up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Ujjayi pranayama. Couple more breaths wherever you are here. One more breath. And then inhale up. Face the feet the same direction again for that wide-legged stance. Arms out. We're going to move into a twist fold. So spiraling the thighs toward each other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist at the navel, right hand comes down, looking up. And then all the way back up on your inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale up, flowing with the breath. Feeling that steadiness of feet grounded into the earth. Lightness as you lift up, one more on each side. And then we'll walk the feet in a little bit, coming down into a squat. Hands at heart. And we'll be here for maybe a minute or so, just finding your comfortable squat. If you want to sit on a block, you can do that. You can have hands together Elbows at knees, or you can have hands out, palms up, head releasing down. Just finding that squat that allows you a little release in the hips. Maybe rock a little side to side. Come back to that breath. Even inhale and exhale. Feeling the pelvic floor lift a little on the exhale. Expanding the chest in all directions on the inhale. Just a couple more breaths. We'll slowly come back up to standing. Roll the shoulders back and down. And come into Tadasana. Feet about hip width apart. Hands at heart. Lift all the toes, spread them wide, place them back down one at a time. Lift the arches, rooting down like suction cups to the floor. Feel that strength moving up through the calves, the knees, the upper legs, all the way up the spine, lifting through the crown. Smooth, even Ujjayi Pranayama. Repeat your intention for yourself. I approach my own mind and emotional weather with equanimity. Just like the weather, the mood will change. I am the unchanging. A couple more breaths. And we'll gently move into a tree pose. So taking the weight into your left foot and bringing your right foot to your tree pose, either at calf or above knee, at inner thigh, hands at heart, pressing palms and fingertips together, moving the right knee out and back, staying rooted and grounded but not gripping in the left foot, nice and tall. Come back to Ujjayi Pranayama. Smooth, even breath. Notice how it's hard to have a foul mood when you're in tree pose. Tree pose requires equanimity. Bring the arms up if you like. Open. Spread the fingers wide. Take up space. Lift the heart a little. Drop the shoulders. Two or three more breaths. Feeling steadiness and ease in the physical body. Calm emotions. And bring hands overhead, palms together. One more breath. And coming back to where we started. Release that right foot. Place it down. And shake out the left a little. And we'll bring the weight onto the right. Again, grounded but not gripping there. Left foot to wherever you like for your tree. Whatever that looks like for you today. Finding that stance and then strength all the way up from that grounded foot, through the leg, through the spine, through the crown. Pressing foot into leg, leg into foot, hands together. Finding that inner smile or maybe your outer smile as you breathe here in your tree pose. Smooth, even inhale and exhale. Focusing your gaze on a non-moving point. If you fall out, just gently come back in. Equanimity, no judgment. If you like, you can bring the arms open, take up space. Hands together overhead. Hands back to heart. And then release that foot. Shake them both out a little if you like. And then we'll just move through a gentle sun salutation. So starting at the front of your mat, feet hip width apart. Exhale, drop chin. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, forward fold, a little bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. Step left foot, then right foot back. One breath here. Next exhale, drop down, elbows bend in. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Look up at the hands. Exhale, step left, then right foot up. Forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And dropping the chin. Again, inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Moving slowly with the breath. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen. Exhale, plank, stepping right foot back first. One breath in plank. Exhale, lower down, elbows in. Inhale, cobra, lift head and chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Look up at the hands. Exhale, step right, then left foot up. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming back to Samastitihi. Equanimity in the body, in the breath, in the mood, in the mind. We'll bring the arms up and drop the hips down into chair pose. Arms are about ear level. Couple more breaths here, and then we'll slowly lower down to seated. So coming all the way down, coming to seated, rolling back and coming into our boat pose. So resting between that sits bone and tailbone, arms out, chest open, shins parallel to the ceiling or hands behind the knees, whatever feels appropriate for your boat pose today. Even breath here. Couple more breaths. And then we'll come up to seated, coming into Dandasana. So legs straight, feet flexed, nice and tall through the crown, shoulders drop. And let's bring the hands behind the back at opposite elbows. Drop the chin. We'll be here for maybe 5 or 6 breaths. Staying nice and tall. Legs and feet are active. Notice where the mind goes while you're here. Does it want to rush off to the next thing? Is it remembering something that it did before? Can you bring it back to the present moment, just being here, feeling this body in this moment, experiencing this staff pose with legs active and crown tall, chest open, breath smooth. About 3 more breaths here. Stay nice and tall. Release the hands. And we'll walk the hands forward, put a little more bend in the knees. And we're just going to drape the body forward, releasing the head and neck. With every exhale, maybe you release a little more. With every inhale, maybe you can lengthen a little more through the crown. Being gentle with yourself without forcing, without pain or strain. Just being present with what is. About 3 more breaths here. And after your next exhale, we'll gently lift the head. Come back up. Come onto the back. And if you have a wall, I encourage you to do legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall, we'll bring the legs up. Arms at your side, palms down. And rock the feet back overhead into plow pose. Once you're here, breathing here, or legs up the wall. And if you like, you can walk the elbows in, bring hands to lower back, and lift the feet up into a modified shoulder stand. So hips are over the wrists and the elbows, and feet are straight overhead. If you're in legs up the wall, stay there. Just a few more breaths. One more breath wherever you are. And if you're in shoulder stand, bring feet back down. And then we'll all roll onto the back. And give the knees a hug. And we'll gently bring the knees to the right. Now, if you're at a wall, this is a nice twist where feet can be on the wall. You can bring the arms out like a T and just roll the knees over to the right. Coming into a spinal twist at the wall. Head can look over that left shoulder if that feels okay. Couple more breaths. And then knees back to center and then to the other side. Head looks over opposite. Couple more breaths here. Back to center. Give the knees a little hug. Massage out the lower back. Bring hands to feet. Come into happy baby. Knees toward armpits, spine flat. And then when you're ready, release into Shavasana, arms and legs, comfortable distance away from the body. Shoulders supporting the upper chest. Once you arrive in your Shavasana, allow a nice long exhale out the mouth, signaling to the body that you are no longer going to control the breath. The breath is going to be breathed in and out of you through no effort of your own. Feel a softening of the fingers and toes, wrists, ankles, upper legs, upper arms and lower arms, shoulders, armpits, hips, pelvis, buttocks, Lower back, belly softening, upper back, upper chest, heart center, navel center, everything releasing, letting go. As you rest here in your Shavasana, play a little singing bowl. I'll read to you a little poem. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Just being present in your Shavasana. Near your breastbone, there is an open flower. Drink the honey that is all around that flower. Waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Listen. Sound of big seashells. Sound of bells. Kabir says, friend, listen. This is what I have to say. The guest I love is inside me. Let the spaciousness of the silence soak into every pore of your skin and every cell of your body. Let the silence take you to the core of your life. Resting in Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Or if you're ready to move on, gently bring some movement back to the hands and feet, the larger muscles and joints. Take a nice long full body stretch. Give the knees a little hug. Gently roll to one side. A breath or two on your side in fetal position. And then make your way back to a comfortable seat. And close with some Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Bringing the thumb and ring finger to outsides of nostrils. Tuck the other two fingers into the hand or rest gently on the third eye center. Placing the fingers just below the nasal bone there. Pretty high up on the nostrils. We'll exhale out both nostrils. Close off the right and inhale left. 4 or 5 count. Inhale. The top of the inhale. Switch sides. Close off left and exhale right. 4 or 5 count. Exhale. Inhale right. Top of the inhale. Pause. Switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And then release. Feeling even breath through both nostrils. Equanimity. Checking in again with the physical body. Noticing how your body feels. The effects of your yoga practice on your physical body. Checking in again with the mental state and noticing the effects of your practice on your thoughts and mental state. Checking in with the energetic state. And checking in with the mood and emotions. Noticing the effects of your practice on your emotional state. Maybe repeating your intention one more time before closing your practice. And we'll bring the arms overhead, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Acknowledging the divine mystery in everyone and everything, especially yourself. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.